Hey everybody, Tim here for another graphic novel review. We got The Umbrella Academy, the first volume, the library edition, because I always go all out, the Apocalypse Suite. So, for those who saw the reviews I did with my friend Miranda for the Netflix TV series, I really loved the series. I thought the TV show was fantastic. So as soon as we finished season 2, I was like, you know what? I know that this is a comic book, it's a graphic novel, I gotta get it. I gotta find out. And it's actually kind of funny. So for me, who actually worked at a comic shop for a while, had like no knowledge of it, never really heard of it, but my husband, who doesn't read comics at all, knew about it because Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance wrote it. And he was like, yeah, no, I have nothing to do with that. So I was like, oh, that's actually kind of interesting. So I loved it. So I went out, bought the comic, like blitzed through it. It's 6 issues. Like I think I read it maybe a half hour. Like I was like just flipping. I was so excited. Absolutely hated it. I was, oh God, I'm sorry. Like I really, if you guys liked it, then that's awesome. I would love to talk about it. But as soon as I finished it and I put it down, I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, maybe, so typically when it comes to novels, I would prefer to watch the movie and then I'll read the book. The reason being, anytime I have read the book and then watched the movies, I absolutely hate the movies. I can't do it. It's so difficult for me to like separate it. Like Harry Potter's a great example. Cannot stand those movies because I read the books and then I watched the movies. So I always try to read the book first and then watch the movie, and then I can usually appreciate both of them. Watch the TV show, read this graphic novel. I know there's 3 of them out there, I think. And I was like, honestly, I don't think I'm going to buy the second one. Like the first one, I was like, can I still return this? Like it was difficult. Like there's some interesting differences, and that's not necessarily why I didn't like it. Some of the differences were fine and I could separate it, but like it flipped. Like I said, it flipped so quickly. And that's one of those modern day graphic novel things. Like back in like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, there was literally a word quota. Every page had to have a certain amount of words on it. And that's why you look at like those X-Men comics, for example, like from when they first came out, and there's these large speech bubbles because they just talked, because you had to get that word quota. Today, graphic novels are much more based on the art, and that's fine. That is fantastic. But on the flip side, you can just flip through these where it's like, okay, it's 9 panels a page, looking at the art, done. And you just keep going. And you're not sitting there and appreciating it. And things get lost for the storytelling. And granted, the TV show and the graphic novel are very, very different. They go through a lot of very different types of storytelling. But it was very, very difficult for me to even do these 6 issues for this one. Some of the things I did think were interesting were like just the different time jumps, like seeing more of the kids, the space monkey, stuff like that. And like I loved how they did kind of keep things very similar. All of the different like code names, like I don't think Allison is ever called the rumor. Granted, she said rumor has it, or I heard a rumor very often in the TV series, and we get it, but they never called her the rumor. Klaus is never once called Seance or anything like that. He can't fly in the TV series. So I was like, wow, like they left a lot of stuff out. But at the same time, they cut out like some of these traits, but at the same time, like they added a lot more story. So it's kind of interesting the way we see these. Diego is called Kraken, and I thought that was kind of interesting. The whole thing of Vanya becoming the White Violin, I absolutely loved her. I thought she looked great as the White Violin. And it kind of made me appreciate the series. Again, once again, I know some people are like going to watch this and they're going to be like, you're talking about both. I'm sorry, that's how I'm going to be judging this. Like, just reading this by itself, it was difficult. Like I said, it went so quickly, and I felt like I didn't really get anything out of it. It left a lot of questions, like the whole, like the monocle, and you could see like Pogo's past and stuff like that. What is going on? Like, what is he an alien? Like, I need more details. I want to know more about this. And some people have said, like, oh, if you read the second one, like, you'll kind of get some more of that. And I just don't know if I want to spend the money on getting the second one to keep going. So this book was a little rough for me. It was a little difficult to really kind of get through it. So, like I said, I mean, if anything, it's the opposite. It was too easy to get through it. And I was just like, this is it. Like, I felt like I didn't really get enough information in the story. So, I don't know. I'm kind of curious what other people think. If you want to separate it, just tell me, just for this book, what did you think about it? If you want to compare it to the TV series, the Netflix series, go ahead. I'd like to, like, compare and contrast them. I'm really kind of curious what everybody thinks. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And maybe I'll see you for Volume 2. Otherwise, I will see you guys for another graphic novel review next time.